Hello! Welcome to Talking Simulator. I'm Corey, and joining me, I hope, is Cameron.
Hello?
Hello!
Hello?
Everything is perfect.
Hello?
It's just like it should be.
Where am I?
Your remote, Cameron. We're not in the same room.
Hello?
Now I'm thinking about House of Leaves. Just gonna sit here in my happy place.
I should probably read that.
I can lend you mine. I just finished it.
Okay, yeah, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I think the full color version is worth it.
Okay, right, because it has annotations in like different ink colors, right?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's very little. It's the word house in no matter what language is rendered blue, and
Okay.
the word minotaur is struck out in red, and I think there's some purple, but that's about it. Uh, but it makes the reading experience very interesting because every time you're on a page with the word house on it, it's just like there in the corner of your vision.
Right, right, it's kind of drawing your attention.
Yeah, mostly like the physical book is necessary for the layout because you have to flip it around a bunch to follow things.
Right. Right, yeah, of course, yeah. So you're actually like interacting with the book itself.
Yeah,
I mean, you're always interacting with the book itself, but like
but yeah, you have to
this is more so.
the layout. I don't like. I can't imagine doing it on a tablet and then having the book flip around when you rotate the tablet device, and then trying to go because there's one set of footnotes that goes forward like 20 pages and then flips the book around and then you go back the other way. And
Oh,
I
interesting.
can't imagine doing that. Or there's some annotations that wrap around stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, not yeah.
That sounds really fun.
It is really fun. It's a fun book about a man who doesn't exist doing fake media criticism about a movie that doesn't exist. Yeah.
Sounds postmodern.
Yeah. Probably post structural as well, especially with the amount of Derrida stuff that gets mentioned.
Oh, well, you didn't say Derrida.
I should have said Derrida.
That's very exciting.
Anyways, we're playing, or I'm playing, before I forget, which I believe is a woman examining objects in a home after, I think, a death. So we might be like, the tone might be a bit low for this stream. Uh,
Hmm.
when we get to the next game, because this should only take a couple hours for this one, and then the next one is like under an hour. I'm gonna be swapping the webcam to the gaming PC so that I can use it because all the webcams in the office are missing. Anyways, shall we?
I'm really looking forward to these games.
All right. Upping the game volume. We've got something that sounds like a dusty, dusty vinyl record.
Hmm.
Dusty, dusty. Someone needs to clean the head. Sure. I did turn on subtitles. Begin. It's very blurry. My
Do we have
nearsightedness
glasses?
is not this bad. I wore my glasses. Oh, we move very
Where am
slow.
I?
There they are.
Ooh,
Is this the right place?
nice.
Ah, Dylan will know. I'll find him.
Find Dylan. Note. That's not. Oh. No!
Oh dear.
Overdue. Why hasn't Dylan paid it?
We are in London.
Oh. That's really cool.
Okay, yeah, I like the
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 bleeding
world
in of
improving
color.
in resolution
Yeah.
and complexity.
All right, let's go.
I like that we aren't waking up. Like we were in the middle of something when the game started.
Dentist. Okay.
Dentist. I don't know where it is. How will I get there?
Just gonna explore the open spaces first.
Hmm.
Oh, what's this? Somebody.
That was
It's a
before we
picture of
met.
somebody
I look
matriculating.
so young.
Oh,
It's me.
it's us.
Ooh, the moon. I like that. Another note. Asking the hard questions right off the start.
Quite.
Why what?
I'm a modern scientist.
It's a very like
That's
Carl
me.
Sagan shot.
But I'm not going anywhere.
That's like I
I'm
think Carl
not
Sagan had a
going.
famous portrait where he was basically like in the same pose, in the same garment.
Well, turtleneck is definitely Sagan's thing.
But it that's a very like immediate way of characterizing us.
So yeah, we're an Indian cosmologist named Sunita Appleby. Appleby?
Appleby?
Appleby.
I mean, we do seem
That's
to be in
me.
England.
But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going.
Also got butterflies, which paired with the moon stuff is like cycles rebirth.
Metamorphosis?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's just butterflies.
1975. That's not the current year.
Well, it is 2001 according to
Wow,
our calendar.
That sounds impressive. But I don't think it was me.
Ooh. Don't keep moving this. We're getting a picture of before I forget being very literal.
Yeah.
Look at that outlet. Can I crouch? I can't crouch.
Strange European voltages
What is
that you need to
going-
interact with electrical prongs like pitchforks.
Can't even tell which one's the ground. How are you supposed to know which prong you can break off?
Yeah.
But which one's the master bit?
Dylan? Are you here? I need the toilet. I'll go now before I meet Dylan.
This is not the bathroom? This is not the bathroom.
Not the bathroom.
Ah, how did I get back here?
Was it this way? They look the same. I can't. Oh, how silly.
Oh. I just need to go pee.
Oh no, Harisuni, which door is it?
Did the date change on the calendar? Yep.
Yep.
Yep. This is terrifying.
Where did that hole come from?
Can't move past it.
A terrible void.
Move away from that.
It's locked.
I mean, lol, why do we have so many closets? Okay, it's still the 13th.
Quick, oh please.
No more big hole?
I don't want to
No,
fall.
Nope.
Nope.
Big hole's still
Big
there.
hole's still there.
Okay, we've done that one. That one. That one. What if I just go back out the front door?
It's too late. I couldn't remember.
Oh no.
Dylan. He's not there. I hope he's put the kettle on. He can't have seen it yet. He hasn't drawn the heart. Your brother almost made you late that day.
So we're talking to our husband?
Seems to be.
Can I echolocate?
That does look like the spare bedroom. Oh, but
It just got quieter when I...
Sunita, it's Maria from the care agency. I've been ringing all morning. Please pick up the phone. Sunita? I will be there soon. Remember, I have a key, so I'll let myself in.
Who was that? How does she know my name?
Sunita, it's Maria from the care agency.
She
I've
said
been
she's
ringing all
coming
morning.
for me.
Please pick up the phone.
I should go,
Sunita?
but I'll
I
wait
will
for
be there
Dylan.
soon. Remember, I have a key, so I'll let myself in.
Who was that? How does she know my name? She said she's coming for me. I should go, but I'll wait for Dylan.
Are these actual albums?
No. But the
No, wow.
designs on the art are very similar to real ones.
Yeah, these are our husband's albums. God, that wasn't a Love Supreme. Which one was that? Dearest daughter Sunny, all is well here. Well, except for the
Gardner.
Right. Is this voiced? I can't hear the game.
It's not.
Okay.
I can...
Oh. Has retired, and I think the new one is stealing from the pantry. Daddy won't deal with it and told me not to bother about a few bits. But it's the principal. We're delighted that you found a home. When are you coming to visit? You both seem so busy. When will you have time to start a family? You can't wait too long. Daddy told me not to meddle, but it's not meddling. I'm your mother. Postcards never have enough room. I'll write a letter soon. Tell us your news. All our love. Mama, Ma and Baba.
And it's from 1971.
Still at the same address. Flat 141
Must
Cadogan
give them a
Avenue.
ring. I haven't spoken to them in ages.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, they're dead.
Well, it's only been 30 years.
Finally created an email address. Writing from America. So Dylan was on tour. The event was a disaster. Conference at 96. Retiring after probably the disaster. Or 08. Okay, just the date ordering.
Right, yes. Oldest to newest.
Well, yeah, but it's more like month, day, year, or...
Oh, yeah. So this is October 5th.
Yep. But we have confirmation that these emails are from, like, 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Archive. Yeah, it's just the email archive. No
What
access.
does class mean disaster?
Oh, wow, that screensaver.
He always made things difficult, but I could never say anything.
Did you ever just sit in front of the computer and watch the screensaver? Pretend it was space?
I mean, occasionally I like the flying toasters.
Oh.
Dear Institute of Scientific Research and Culture, June 2nd, 1996. Dear Sunita, on behalf of the whole faculty, I want to thank you for your peerless contributions to the research and standing of this university. Your work has left a mark on our institution in the field of cosmology. I speak for myself and all of your colleagues when I say that we are grateful to have had the opportunity to work with you on a personal and professional level. Thanks for everything, and we wish you all the best for your retirement and managing your condition. Yours sincerely, Desmond Powell, Dean of the Faculty of Cosmology, Institute of Scientific Research and Culture.
Oh.
What condition? I'm fine.
You're not fine.
I'll call him.
No.
It's just a misunderstanding.
I'm not gonna touch the phone. Oh, big magnifying glass. Hello. Oh.
Okay, you show me then, clever clogs.
That's no fun, Dylan. You have to find it yourself.
As you wish, Professor.
Not yet, I'm not.
Bah, it's just a matter of time. So, guide me to this star.
It's not a star, but all right. First, find Pegasus towards the bottom of the map.
Pretty please let me. Come on. Down, down,
Pegasus.
down. There we go. Peggy. Pegasus.
Got it.
Its body is a giant box tipped on its corner, and the top left corner of the box is Alpheratz.
Bing. Bing. Beep. Beep.
This one?
That's it.
Oh.
Hey, I'm getting good at this.
Now count 2 stars up and follow along to the right. From there to Andromeda.
He's up there.
All right. So, what am I looking at?
The Andromeda Galaxy. It's 2.65 million light years away, and you can actually see it with the naked eye on a clear night.
Imagine that. Wow, you must show me properly. Sonny, do you think there could be another you and me in Andromeda looking back at us?
Maybe. You know, my Leela auntie used to tell me the stories of the gods and the stars, but I can't really remember them now.
Yeah, I think she is like a Carl Sagan analog.
Yeah.
What was I doing? Oh, yes, Dylan. Where is he? Maybe he's taking a bath. Not in here. Where are you?
So, Sonny to the cosmologist. How about a coffee? There's a cafe over there.
Well, if that's the way the umbrella's going, maybe I should. A cup of tea would be nice. I hope Dylan's put the kettle on.
Ah, good.
Donut
Should
pizzle?
I take
Is that
them? I don't feel sick. They can't be for me.
yeah, Alzheimer's treatment?
Yeah, I was happy that some of the tabs were up. I've had like 3 family members go through this in the last 5 years.
Oh yeah. Both sides of my family just usually have their hearts go off like claymore mines sometime in their 50s or 60s.
My maternal grandfathers had like 5 bypasses.
Ugh.
So last year or 2 years ago, he had an embolism that knocked him out a bit. Which is why he stopped playing Call of Duty.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but
Not going that way.
it kind of is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. More notes. Okay.
But Dylan loves peaches.
Blue notes might be from our care worker.
Oh, okay.
I think yellow
We
notes are
always
for
need
us.
more peaches.
I think we wrote the yellow ones. Maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, what does no more peaches mean? Does it mean there are no more peaches left? Or are we not
Who
to
is
eat more
leaving these
peaches?
notes?
I think it's we left
Why are they telling me
instructions
what to
to
eat?
buy peaches,
I can decide for
Oh,
myself.
and
but Dylan's
they are out.
gone, so we shouldn't be buying peaches for Dylan.
Yeah.
Ooh. Aw.
Chicken and sag balti. Coconut rice. What is balti?
Yeah.
It's not a dish I'm familiar with. Chicken and sag is chicken and spinach.
Prune sag vegetable balti. Masala.
Oh, it's
Like
just,
it must be a curry base.
yeah, it's a okay. Balti or balti gosht is just a type of curry served in a thin pressed steel wok called a balti bowl.
Ah.
Balti curries are cooked quickly using vegetable oil rather than ghee over high heat in the manner of a stir fry, and any meat is used off the bone. So instead of being like simmered all day, you just like flash fry it. The sauce is based on garlic and onions with turmeric and garam masala. Ah, yes, Maricat and I are looking at the same Wikipedia article.
I think This place doesn't put paneer in enough of their dishes.
I agree. I mean, I would say that about anything. Ooh, vegetable vindaloo. Paneer vindaloo.
Right?
Paneer vindaloo.
Break for lunch? Second lunch?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we can get a takeaway tonight. Then we don't have to cook.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the blue notes are from our care worker.
That
That's
makes
silly.
sense to me.
I bought ham yesterday.
No, you didn't. Lunch is in the fridge.
I shall use the stove if I want to. Who is Maria?
Tin can. Bit of a seam on that one.
Yep.
Aha.
They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Who could afford to keep a factory downtown? Peaches must be a lucrative business.
Oh. Okay. Check the fridge for food. Yeah. Eat it.
I don't like cheese. So bland. Dylan knows that. Why would he make me cheese? Maybe he's getting forgetful.
Well, maybe you have sodium restrictions. You think about that?
Mm.
Anyways, it looks like
Mhm.
white cheese, so it's potentially like white cheddar, which is definitely something I would categorize as bland.
Yeah. Yeah, especially just like supermarket cheddar cheese. Although, wait, no, it was cut from a rinded cheese on the top shelf.
Oh. Well then. We just don't know what we're talking about. Get schooled, Professor.
That door was grueling.
Perhaps it is like,
We stole a moment in San Francisco.
What is that instrument called?
a zither? No, that's not a zither, is it?
It's got a big round body, so it's like a lute,
Yeah.
but it's an Indian instrument, I think.
A clear sky. Perfect.
Show me one with a story, Leela auntie.
All right. Let's start with an easy one. This is Taurus, the bull. Look to the east. Can you find the star at the tip of one of the horns?
Beep, 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 beep. Ah, that's quite a distance.
Okay, I think those are the horns.
Look down to find the star.
I'm.
Got it.
That's Svaha. She was desperately in love with Agni, the god of fire. But his love was focused elsewhere.
That's sad. But I suppose at least she's a beautiful star now.
True.
Show me another, auntie.
Let's see. This time, I will show you a constellation in the west. It has 3 stars close together.
Orion.
Can you see it?
Yay!
No, I can't. There are too many.
Don't give up so easily, Suni. This star's light has traveled so very long just so you could see it. Would you want its journey to be wasted?
How long?
Thousands and thousands of years.
Fine, I'll look again.
Look for the brightest star over to the west.
It's not Orion.
Now
Mm-mm.
head straight up, and there will be 3 stars in
Maybe
a row.
it is.
Maybe it is.
I
It
see
is.
it, I
Huh.
see it. What is it called, Auntie?
Prajapati.
Beetlejuice. Ryza.
One day,
Or Rigel.
Prajapati was
Not
chasing
Ryza.
one of his daughters. The gods saw and wanted to
Bellatrix.
punish him. They called on Rudra, the god of storms and thunder, and asked him to punish Prajapati. He shot an arrow, which flew fine and true, and pierced Prajapati's waist. Those 3 stars you see are Rudra's arrow.
Whoa, how do you know these stories?
When I was your age, Baba took me out to show me how everything that seems to matter doesn't really matter. The stars show us how small we are.
It's nice to have.
Lila Auntie? Where did she go?
Nice to have like a oral tradition in your family.
Yeah.
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 I know the name at least of Rudra from Bahubali because it's mentioned in a lot of the music.
I was looking up kinds of cheeses because I was thinking of Baluchon cheese, which is like a Canadian one that I like. But Wikipedia sorts their cheeses by place of origin. And the only named cheese from Australia, which is the only oceanic cheese, is Tasty cheese. Tasty cheese, the name equivalent of cheddar cheese, used in Australia and New Zealand. Tasty cheese.
It's kind of like Japan that just says like chizu, like it's just
Yeah.
cheese, and it's
Yeah.
it's kind of a. I like it because it's kind of like a soft, stringy-ish cheese. So
Oh,
it's like
okay.
they go from the mochi texture, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like a white melty cheese.
Tasty
But
cheese.
yeah, tasty cheese is, I would say, a step above cheese.
Just the simple, like, yeah, I mean, I suppose it does imply the existence of untasty cheese.
It's Dylan's move. He's always one step ahead.
That clock.
Uh,
There's a scene in The Night of Short Walk on Girl where a bunch of different characters compare their wristwatches, and the older you get, the faster your hands move.
Alarming.
Uh-huh. I can continue whenever I like.
Is it time for dinner?
Please don't be a closet.
He's in the kitchen.
Oh. 106.
Okay.
Looks like Halloween's over.
Oh, our things are being packed up and it's being redecorated.
I'm so glad I persuaded him to get a tree for our first Christmas here.
Oh, they're being unpacked.
It's 1971.
That wallpaper.
You know,
We're in a
Deathloop got it
different
right.
house. Yeah, sometimes you just nail it on your first attempt. On your special day. Dear Sunita and Dylan, our thoughts and prayers are with you both on your special day. Ma and Baba. Kisses.
I wish they could have been here.
Congratulations to my two favorite people. Enjoy your life together and many happy years in this flat. All my love, Errol.
Errol didn't forget the rings, at least. What did I come out here for?
Drinks.
All our love on your wedding day. Remember, no handle. Enjoy life together. Guillermo and Carol.
No handle? Come on. It's Christmas.
What's a wedding without royal fireworks music? Sunny and Dylan, you are an inspiration to us all. We love you. Be happy always, Jenna and Clark.
It's all a bit of a blur.
Aw.
Dylan and Sunita, congratulations on your wedding. All our best wishes. The orchestra.
So many good friends.
Sonny! Sonny, come look at this.
Where would you go if you could go back in time?
If it was possible, I'd stay just here and now. You smiled then, like you knew something. A marvelous secret.
Okay.
Dear Sunita, congratulations on your place at Cambridge. You really are following your dreams of going to the stars. Fondest wishes, Auntie Leela. Hugs and kisses.
I miss her stories. I should visit her soon.
Oh.
London to Amsterdam.
In 94.
Quick little,
Yeah.
Right before Christmas? Maybe right at the end of term? If she's a professor?
Amsterdam. That's where we met.
Oh.
Breakfast in bed, Mrs. Appleby?
Sounds perfect, Mr. Appleby.
That looks familiar.
I love her Audubon Society paintings, basically.
Autobahn Society.
Autobahn.
I'll set a
Bon,
place
bon,
for
bon.
Dylan.
It's
He'll be here
Autobahn.
soon.
Am I just not eating?
It's getting late. I'll make us a cup of tea before bed.
It's got Saturn in it.
Oh, it does.
Saturn's what? The god of death? I don't know. Oh.
Saturn associated with madness.
god of the
I
harvest.
want to know all the stars, Leela Auntie.
We should be heading home now.
No, Auntie, just one more, please.
The 7 rishis.
I know, like life in the Mahabharata.
Is this the Pleiades?
Precisely, Sunni. The rishis were the 7
Yeah.
sages who
Yeah,
made
7
the
sisters,
sun
7
rise and
sages.
warm us with its light.
What else did they do?
Well, first, the rishi married Kritika, the 7 sisters, and they all lived happily in the north sky. Come on, so look north.
I'm looking.
Directly up. Where
Can
north
you see
is.
the 4 in a box?
Oh, I see it. And 3 going up.
Oh, is this the Big Dipper?
6, 7. What happened to them?
One day, the rishis prepared an offering to Agni, and he emerged from the flames. He instantly fell in love with the sisters.
But he couldn't be with them because they're married.
Exactly.
So what did he do?
He was tormented by his love for the Kritika and took to wandering. One day in the forest, he met Svaha, who loved him, although he didn't know it. She disguised herself as 6 of the 7 sisters.
Did it work? Did he love her forever?
Sadly, no. The rishi thought their wives had been unfaithful and left them.
Nobody was happy.
Not every story can have a happy ending, Sunni. Not even for the gods.
You know, I expect the constellations to be more different. Like, not have the same stars in the same shape.
Yeah. I guess our pattern finding as humans is
Where are
pretty
you,
deep in
Lily?
there.
Why are you never here? I need to know.
Alrighty. Coming up. Yay. Appleby wows. Dylan Appleby conquers New York. Appleby wows. He only ever made 2 news articles and we bought every single one. Exhaustion plagues Dylan.
Sunita, it's Maria from the care agency. I've been ringing all morning.
Rude.
I thought perhaps now the tour is over, let's not try.
Don't give up so easily, Sunni.
Where would you go? Where would you go?
Just until my research is finalized. I'm exploring all the stars.
Sonny, come look at this.
Missing.
Just until my research is finalized. I'm exploring all the stars.
Dice World loses. Just gonna turn it down slightly. Now that it's got loud.
Let's do it.
Hmm.
Just until my research is finalized.
Ah. Alright. Find Dylan. Right.
No, you just decided.
I don't want to talk about this. Not when you're like this.
Why did we always come second?
You didn't. You were pressuring me.
We always said, though.
Well, things changed.
Exactly. You changed. But you never told me.
That piano wasn't there.
Oh. Man, I should just hang out tonight and listen to the Goldberg variations. Or the Glenn Gould variations.
This looks like some Paul Klee, but it's not. No. 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 99. So it's 2001.
Yeah. He died after we retired. A service of thanksgiving to remember with love Dylan James Appleby, 17th February 1945 to the 1st of December 1999. Funeral service will take place on Tuesday, the 14th of December 1999 at St. Michael's Church, Camden Town at 1:30 p.m. Entry music, Morning by Grieg. Welcome, opening prayer, scripture reading, John chapter 14, verse 1 through 6, eulogy, Dylan, who had the world at his fingertips and the cosmos in his arms, read by Errol Appleby. A time for personal reflection, prelude and fugue in G minor, J.S. Johann Sebastian Bach, the Lord's Prayer committal, closing hymn, There is a Green Hill Far Away.
I must be reading this wrong. What's it saying?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Is prelude and fugue? Oh, it's from Well Tempered Clavier.
What was that, Bach?
Yeah, the Bach piece is from Well Tempered Clavier.
I don't know them.
Clavier. The Grieg piece I'm not familiar
must be
with,
reading this
but,
wrong.
you know,
What's it
I know
saying?
of Grieg.
Car accident.
World-class composer and concert pianist Dylan Appleby died in the early hours of yesterday morning. According to emergency services, he was involved in a car accident and died on arrival at St. Mary's Hospital. Known for his poetic compositions for piano as well as vibrant and moving performances, Appleby was both popular with audiences in the classical establishment, winning him many awards. He leaves behind him his wife, Sunita Appleby. No other casualties were involved in the incident. Tragically, his latest album is due to be released this Friday, a tribute to his wife entitled Song for Sunita.
No, you can't be. I can still hear you playing.
Ugh, unpleasant goosebumps.
How did it happen?
Hmm.
Why did you leave? Wasn't your career that would get put on hold?
I stopped touring. What did you want me to do?
I don't know, Dylan, but what I do counts.
What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't mean that. Dylan, wait!
No! Not after a fight! Within the range of hearing?
You always wanted us to slow down and start a family. I was happy to be just us and our careers. But I kept forgetting things.
Marie? Marie, help me.
I got confused. I forgot myself. But then you were gone. And I forgot that too.
Oh,
I don't
God.
want to be alone and confused anymore, Dylan.
Yeah, forgetting and remembering grief. That would be a real kick in the pants. Though I suppose they just did that in Alabaster Kingdom. Is that him? The Umbrella Man. He's gonna take me to a cafe, and then
Yeah.
we'll smooch.
Follow the
We
umbrella.
can be together now. Now, I remember.
Do we get the perfect blue ending?
Thought you hadn't seen that movie.
I'm familiar. I've seen the AMVs.
Well, it's break time.
Dust off hands. All right.
Whew. Thank you, nerd pirates, for marketing and CPR support. I don't know if the game was implying suicide. It was just implying death. But yeah, that's a game that just stomps on you repeatedly.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
Doesn't really drag on too long though. That was nice. I don't know if I would replay it or make any of my friends and family play it.
There's a... Yeah, there's yeah. Interesting use of the first-person game space. the waking up kind of trope, the amnesiac trope.
Yeah. Isn't really present because of like the quick jumps and things like that. It's more amnesia as an experience rather than a cipher for the player.
Yes, right, yes. Okay, I like that a lot. That's good.
I didn't like that notes and stuff that had text on it that you had to pick up was blank before you looked at it.
That did seem odd, but I guess that is a way of throttling the information at a guess.
Yeah,
As a
I'd
guess.
actually say the pacing is really nice. I'm not even sure what I did to trigger events.
Yeah, right, yeah, because you would be walking around and then suddenly the room you were in would change.
Yeah. Or I'd be waking up in a bed and it would be the next day. Or when the hallway with the newspapers came up, it just jumped me a few times in there.
Yeah.
And it was nice not to have to actually interact with other characters and like not have to deal with any aggression.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I did like that it just kind of came on you, right? Like events just seemed to occur.
Yeah.
And you didn't really seem to have a whole lot of control over it, right? Because, I mean, I don't know if this is what happens to you, but I'll be walking along, like, sipping a coffee, and then my brain will just be like, hey, do you remember the thing that happened?
This is why I don't drive.
Yeah, exactly. Right, like you'll be walking along and you'll catch a weird scent, right?
Yeah.
Or the character of the atmosphere will change, or somebody will say something and you'll be like, that reminds me of the time, and then you're just like sitting on the ground being like, oh god.
Yeah, just in my head reiterating stuff. And like it's worse when you're in like a group of friends conversation kind of thing, because it's like, that reminds me of a thing, and then you're just like shut out from the conversation. Oh. Anyways, yes, I will take a break and move this camera. So, and when I come back, I will be invisible, but you'll be able to hear me.
We'll be back shortly. Or however long it takes to switch over.
Yeah. Hello, hello. So, there's a button that lets me enable the webcam feed, so you all can still see me in glorious green screen. I'm sorry, I was not really at a bonfire in the video game Dark Souls. I was in fact in a room with a green wall behind me. I've already enabled subtitles, but there's limited subtitles, and it says that some game things might be affected if I turn on full subtitles, so we'll see how that goes, but let me know if you need more. more titles to look at. But other than that, I think we're ready to go. But I could actually just hang out until Cameron's back. Still,
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
still coming down from the you attacked me this way video game. How you doing, Cameron?
I'm brushing my teeth and making a cup of coffee. What?
I have never liked the taste of toothpaste and coffee. That was my face reliving the memory of that flavor.
You know, I hadn't particularly put that together, but now that I am already set on this path.
Just rinse well, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Ooh.
Meta.
All right. Blah, blah, blah. With your camera enabled, the game will capture and track numerical data on your eye blinks. All right. No. Should I be taller? Should I pull this down? There we go. It's the Corey Show. But my eyes are closed. I can't see the circle. Okay. Perfect. I guess that's the next step. Look at the screen, blink a few times as we calibrate your eyes. I think extra were detected. Again. That seemed perfect. Press spacebar at any time to recalibrate. This is a game about blinking. Every time you blink, the game will notice. See how this works? Yes, confirm. Try blinking on the white symbol. I popped it. This is fun. You see a metronome and blink, you'll jump forward. Keep blinking. Keep, but there's glowies. Oh, a boat. Now everything's blurry. Boat is getting closer. Ah! I drowned. The end.
Get away, you lucky fowls. That's mine.
Well, hello there,
stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense.
No.
So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. Yeah, I knew you were special. See all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves?
I do
I
now.
didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? A better word than that. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now, you see that tower out there?
Oh,
Big, scary one?
it's a big, scary tower.
You to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from prow to stern. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chance. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink,
Male?
I'm gonna send you back. And don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it.
Oof, sorry.
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Hello, I am Rinsed.
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh? Well, I get that. I like it too.
Oh.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
Am I an adult? Can't tell if
You see that big
Mom
spiky plant over there?
right over
certain.
there. That's called an agave. 11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one. Day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
My name's
We have to
Benny.
do this every birthday.
That's a great idea.
A little sippy cup.
It would really be something to see how he grows. Man.
A good friend of
zoom on this
mine
thing.
just
It's
celebrated the first
fantastic.
birthday of her baby.
Aw.
And
What was that beep?
she made him a cake to smash
God? Does I fear this
for the
battery?
phenomenon of the cake smash.
Right.
And instead of smashing it, he clapped as it was brought out to him and then patiently waited for a piece to be cut. And then waited for a fork.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Yeah. Bring it.
Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was I?
Let me tickle the ivories. The squirrel. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Boat.
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Gonna try and get all the bubbles.
I'm worried that might have something to do with it.
It's following my cursor.
Hmm.
Ah!
Look at his little face.
My boat.
What do you think he's thinking about?
My boat.
I don't know. Probably solving the problems.
Yes.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
Nope.
I don't see why.
Ah!
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Birthday.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
Oh,
Throw?
I don't want to.
Throw?
You know, if you
Don't
keep
want to
working
throw.
at it, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist. See? That used to be my piano.
Uh-huh.
My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
I can't read sheet music.
God, he made me practice so much.
Hmm.
I hated it at first.
Beechcroft.
Hmm.
Oh, come on, show me the...
I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though. He was what you might call the strong, silent type. Can you believe I grew up in the snow?
Yes.
And I came all the way out here to the beach?
More.
I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just came with him. Like a human suitcase.
No more pages? This
No more
scrapbook is
pages.
terrible.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want him to get attached. Richard, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely.
Oh,
allergic, so
no.
right?
No. We'll find something.
No.
But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie.
Yeah.
Little Ernie.
Uh-huh.
That's him. Doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
Just looks at you and purrs.
Richard,
What?
his cat.
Yes.
Yeah, I just mean for now. Of course we're not gonna keep it.
Right. I believe that. I know where this is going.
For now, honey.
Give Kitty.
But another thing I'll just say quickly. You build up a resistance.
Ah! I'm allergic to this cat.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
That's not
There
it.
you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy?
That was
Like you just want to jump
a
up and
D.
down?
Hmm.
Now what about C minor?
C
Remember how to
minor.
play that one?
Find middle C. Yeah.
Very
Move left.
good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
yeah.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
Frankly.
Well,
Oh. Are we gonna get in trubs?
Nobody's here to stop us.
Wait, is that
Uh-oh.
That's my piece? How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
what?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant.
Eh!
Ernie loves us.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Can I scribble?
Don't worry, I already did.
Picture perfect.
For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Help
Focus on
wanted.
the interview, honey. I got this.
Get it! Get it, Ernie!
Ernie's so small.
I don't think Ernie's ever gonna get bigger.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
I feel like if I encourage the cat to play, something will happen to the files. And then Ernie's gotta go.
We can only move
No
forward.
choice.
We can only move forward. This has already happened.
What happened to the urine?
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Ooh, corporate accountant.
Your head, but yeah.
Hmm.
Please let the cat.
No. My dog, my
This
dad
is
eats
called
out of a dog
metronome.
dish.
We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on. I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that? I wonder if he'll even recognize me.
Am I supposed to get that?
Attract the player's attention with light.
Yeah. We're getting closer. Ooh.
Really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
That's a lot of things on that page.
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. You're...
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that.
Oh.
Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy.
Poor Ernie.
Turn around, Elle.
The flash startled Ernie.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the back?
Oh no, the piano.
It may not be interesting.
New neighbors coming?
Ernie!
Mayhaps.
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
Pee-hole distance?
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
I couldn't really tell.
Well, what are we talking about then?
Pee hole distance.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
I let the babies out.
Think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more.
The babies occurred when we looked at it.
Right.
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it.
Are you able to pick up the new book?
Yes. Galleons of particular interest.
I meant
Apparently. I love dinosaurs.
Who doesn't? I mean, I imagine there are people who are indifferent or even, you know,
Hostile?
Hostile. Not quite antithetical, but
Apathetic?
apathetic, perhaps, to dinosaurs.
It's a weird noise coming from the game.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
Pimkin.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Okay. 2 brackets on each side.
The quiz said
Damn,
find the zero,
renovations.
and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
Oh, yes.
I want that box.
Aww.
Every time I come in there.
Uh-oh.
You don't
My
get
cool
it.
racetrack.
Giveaway?
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down and I'll drive it.
Well, she's got our kid.
Ooh.
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, I'm playing.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you. Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot. I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to.
Damn it.
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
Oh, good.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up in
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, we will study
Look on your desk.
civilization.
I wrote you something.
Learn everything you need to know about this civilization. Well, if you ask me. This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into
Do not talk to each other. Talk to me.
Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. It's that people who are in the past always remember.
I have no way to help.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. And what's a better illustration of this point than Chloe's pathetic performance right there? If we do not.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
Conchsters. Conksters?
Conksters?
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys have become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Oh, Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
You are not my friend, by the way. Since you refused to help me in class, I decided our relationship is purely transactional. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use Tickle Stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though. I'll actually.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with.
Ugh.
You know, like.
But Chloe.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Please don't say environment like that.
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry.
Well, if they have,
he's as
what,
gifted as
Borzois?
he is, shyness is no problem.
Yeah.
Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for
The dogs that need conditioner?
We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Awkward.
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
These are the things I have to learn.
Lots of well-tempered clavier today.
You've spotted our
clavier.
hidden theme. Oh.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's some very fast
calibrating
runs in
a
here,
keyboard.
and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
But they have a wind farm. What?
What was that? Was that the piece?
No.
What is going on with you these days?
All right.
Don't answer that, Ben.
What?
You can talk to your friend after you practice.
We missed the call.
I tried. Oh.
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again?
Yes, please.
What, is she
Come on.
obsessed with you?
Come on. Yes.
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine. Let's talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know,
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet,
Hey,
and she's got...
Mr. Kid.
Yes,
That's
a she.
Look at it.
The head of a crocodile.
What's on my
fur
face?
Of a lion. See,
That is
body of
unusual.
a hippopotamus. Though I would not say that to her face. Now, As you can see,
And after my dad goes to sleep, I'm going to sneak out the house, go sleep on the beach. If you want to get invited, draw me a picture of Mr. Isaac feeling constipated.
sort of like me with your weekly quizzes.
Yeah.
So I am not quite sure why I don't hear
Why
more
is he
plans
so scared
right
looking?
now.
Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better.
Okay. It cleared up whatever it was.
Just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Ugh.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of shoulder but
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Well, if that's all it took.
Danny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Come on, Chloe. Let's go to the beach. Yes.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
Is it gonna let me? No, there's nothing else. Yeah! Perfect.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So, I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it. Like, my favorite vegetable is the tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever. And you're probably the least popular boy in the school.
Oh.
But I also like hanging out with you the most. Which was also something I wanted to talk to you about. I like hanging out with you a lot. Which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone. So
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you?
No, I'm fine.
It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something.
I'm fine.
Just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. We're going to be there soon.
Fine.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Here's Wonderwall.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again?
Sounds
Once you've
good.
had a bit more time to practice, yes?
as you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right. I really want to thank you and your mother for coming all the way out here. I know it was quite...
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on.
Video games!
The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
Rude.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
What can I do in here while I'm unattended? Can't reach. Yeah, I did it. Oh God.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can...
Whew. Parents, am I right, gamers?
Hmm.
Oh.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Our boat.
Meow.
Boat loved us.
Meow, meow, meow. Boat. 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 Whatever happened
Boat
to
is a
our
person.
cat?
Oh.
Can I draw anything else?
Hey, B! Dinner's ready! B! Why isn't your son eating with us, Al? No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick...
Van Gogh.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Art school.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I've hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art.
Remember, you have a skull inside.
Make art, you ponies! Oh.
What?
In
I want
many
more
important
skulls.
ways,
Oh
you
no!
are a skull. I should do more life drawing.
How very wacky and fun these are.
One of the local galleries is starting to do in-person sessions again.
It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more.
Oh.
There you go, Mr. Bryn.
Oh.
Feel each shape. You fiend!
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr.
Don't
Bryn
show
has
them.
done.
Don't show them. No.
You see,
No.
he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
How many times is it gonna show me my shame?
I'm stunned.
What?
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Not the worst. Benjamin!
Selling your soul.
Okay.
I've got a good feeling about you. We're going to make a lot of money together, aren't we?
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it. Ooh, that's good. So, now that you've made it, tell me, what are you going to do with it? Besides buying me fancy dinners like this every week, obviously. Because I can get used to this.
Please stop. Is that a... Oh my god. I think it is. All places.
Ugh. Tourists.
I really like this mechanic, where it will like cycle through a few different options for what to paint.
Your work's incredible. The new stuff is wowing us all. But Ben, I've had an idea.
Uh-huh.
You know, the critics are fickle. How about if you go back to your roots? Paint something meaningful, personal, close to your heart. Gotta go. Love you lots. Mwah.
If you have eyes, you will love this show.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all.
What the hell?
Honey, I told you not to pick up.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife is most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. Huh. I think you all know who I'm talking about.
This is much different from Mr. Holland's opus.
Do we have notes?
I don't have any notes. I guess I was just freeballing a funeral. Oh no.
Why aren't you talking?
Mom.
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again. Look, you know I talk to big, important people. People who could change your life every day.
Pointillism.
What the hell am I supposed to say? What do you want me to say? That I haven't heard from my star client in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. You've got to get it together. Love you lots. Mwah. Hey, Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call. We're finished. We're done so kaput. It's over. Would you shut the hell up, Tabitha? I'm trying to fire a client in here. Who? Some washed up, stick up his ass, too good to sell prick. listening to this message, but you know, Mama's gotta put her rage somewhere. Oh, shoot it.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone,
Bo.
I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her.
Her maiden name
What's
was
that?
Fishman?
What's so fascinating, son?
Oh. Remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like
I don't like it. I would have. The composition I would have adjusted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor.
Oh.
My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Doggo?
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh, well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey,
literally.
Speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out.
Second.
The word.
Ah, good. I can pause.
Okay,
Break
good.
time?
Yes, it is time for a break.
Yes.
This does seem like a good point for it.
All right.
All right, back in a few minutes, everyone.
I am returned.
Hello.
All right.
So, we're here with probably Anubis.
Yeah. Yep. And we're riding our toy boat with its little wind-up crank. This might just be a fever dream.
I don't like. I keep wanting to say that there was a psychopomp in Britain that had a wolf's head, but I can't place it right now, and I might be getting confused.
In Britain.
Or a Northern European, like wolf-headed psychopomp, but I can't place it. And, you know, considering that we had those early memories of school with the Egyptian mythology unit,
yeah,
talking explicitly about Anubis.
Yeah, I don't know. Wolf stuff sounds Germanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey's darker right now because I'm in the pause menu. And I'm giving my eyes a chance to be ready for focusing.
How are you finding the core mechanic? Do you find it?
It's not bad, but I don't know. I never know which of the scenes have more content or how long to wait, and then it gets into the point where I'm like either pushing myself a little just to continue the scene, or I've accidentally advanced a couple times.
Right.
But I don't like. I think the theming of the scenes is strong enough that I can follow the narrative.
Okay. Yeah. Like, I mean, we might be missing detail or resolution, but I don't think everything feels coherent.
Yeah. Which is what I was kind of afraid of when I heard that the mechanic was that the scene would advance when you blink, but since it's only the metronome scenes, and if the cursor is on one of the eyes, then the metronome doesn't count. So you can kind of stall it.
Okay.
Yeah, I am like a couple of times a little frustrated that I wasn't able to hold on without blinking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I guess, because I want to poke and prod everything and uncover all of the info.
Yeah, it definitely seems to not want you to be able to do that. Right, it's a very, like, it is an endurance test.
Yeah. But it's also, it's like, it limits the length of scenes to like a little short thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how the previous game would just advance you.
Yes, yeah. Only here you feel a responsibility for it.
Yeah. There's also like it feels well integrated with the story.
Okay. Yeah. Like it's very difficult from outside to see how, like, to get a feel for what the gameplay is like.
Yeah. But it's like because we were talking about like getting flashbacks during other things, and like that when you realize you're in your own head thinking about stuff, and then you blink and you're like kind of come back to the present, I guess.
Yes.
It feels like a very visceral, connected thing.
Okay.
So it's like this is all retrospective.
Right, like we are kind of making decisions, but the elegiac nature of it means that you kind of have an acceptance for it.
Yeah. It is interesting to be making choices in a narrative that's in the past. That's a little weird, but I like it because it gives me something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me more responsible for what's happened.
Like if we had chosen to throw away our boat.
At the beginning, yeah. Or,
Would we
I mean,
still-
because I could have knocked over the painting I made of the boat the first time. I did crumple the sheet music, which might have affected how musically inclined I was.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I could have tossed the boat. It's the little things, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just love a boat so much that you build your entire career around it.
And then it comes back for you at the end.
To carry you to hell for an interview.
Choice, since you know I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
I mean, he was pretty isolated.
A jovial child,
right?
Or a
But we did have Chloe.
His childhood was a lonely one. Growing up as a strange,
At least for a little
quiet
while.
child in an isolated seaside town. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
I mean, she was both.
But she succeeded at
His mother was
accountancy.
an accountant who in
Yeah.
her younger years had dreamed of being a great composer. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or more
Heckin' demanding.
Quite.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me.
Besties?
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball.
What do you mean?
Staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right?
Not really.
See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick. And he had to stay inside for an entire
That does sound like mono.
Yep.
In that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Be quiet. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece.
said shut up, you scumdolls! You mucky fouls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying.
All
I hear
right.
what you're saying.
Oh. People? Oh no, just spotlights. Hard to tell if a cone is a person or not.
This is very
I should probably
theatrical.
tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper.
Oh. Wasn't expecting an
Try that.
explanation.
They're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
I think this would be kind of baller in VR, as long as you had the eye tracking.
Yeah.
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
So many fish heads.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you.
What do you mean?
You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it.
No, I didn't do nothing.
Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
You can't good cop, bad cop with one person.
But it's too late for that.
Aren't you my lawyer?
We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Hi.
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down?
Yeah.
Now what about...
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call? Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
I didn't.
Let's try this again.
Do we need to do like the Ludovico technique here?
What's that?
From Clockwork Orange.
Oh. I don't want to get my cornea scraped up.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Oh. Oh, what is it?
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could.
This is why I'm sludgy guilt.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay? Eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too. Ernie! Kid! Come to Papa! I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night?
What?
Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this.
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
But the cat!
I'm not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
Difficult. I can feel the air moving across my eyes. Ah!
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we...
Ooh.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
What do you
I
mean?
get all this.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking.
We can focus him. Make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want to hear us talking like this.
Keep your eyes open.
No, I blinked after the thingy.
Staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want to hear us talking like this.
Yes. And then I blinked. It should be fine. Okay.
What's the point?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
Oh. The agave. Is that what they look like? Because that looks unexpected.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well,
Yeah.
No matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I hope.
Come on. I want to get past the bit that we confirmed. Really?
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night, but I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it.
You were going to be in there for about 30 minutes.
CAT
so try
scan?
to get comfortable.
Yeah.
We're getting an MRI? Yeah.
The loudest medical procedure.
Great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do. Can't.
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
What's wrong with me or my
Maybe.
story?
Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Well, Benjamin Bryn was a loser who sucked ass. He was the worst Bryn to ever live. He didn't even try to fight the disease inside him. He just laid down and died. The end. Oh. Hello, Squigglies.
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now.
Okay, I'm doing it.
It's me and you now. Squiggles. Oh.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red
Interesting
button, and the drug will
representation of
administer
cancer,
itself.
maybe.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
Oh, you know what? Ooh. The good clicker.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What? You're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are...
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. Not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Yes. Hello.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Okay. Yeah. That's new. baby. My baby's back. Ah.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What?
Ah, 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 ah. Ah.
You mean she hasn't been over? Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
Hi.
You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But hey, what are you looking at?
Nothing.
Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
Okay.
I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Rude. Ooh, my pointer dot's a little wobbly.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Ah, not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Good job, Dad. Orange juice.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard.
Oof. Oof.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated.
Thesaurus.
I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry.
Or
We got
agaves.
this. I think.
Fish. She's a bucket full of fish heads. You still around, Cameron?
I am. I'm just taking it all in.
Oh, there we go.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story.
That's true.
It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea.
Metronome stopped.
His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be.
No!
So, when her own dreams didn't pan out,
Oh.
she began to dream for him.
That's
But
cute.
then, when he was
just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story.
of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How
It filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl.
his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world, and he made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he
still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them
of exactly who they were.
after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
Awkward mom?
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
Well, good thing I scheduled like 5 hours of crying after I got home. Ugh.
I wanna be somebody.
Well, okay.
2.0 for you.
blink mechanic turned out to be quite good. Actually. The unblinking eye of the judge.
Yeah.
Having to meet the gaze.
Yeah.
And having to not turn away from what you've done. Like putting a physical strain on honesty is interesting.
I honestly liked the bits where it had me close my eyes so that I could hear clearly.
Yes, yeah, I thought that was actually quite good as well.
Yeah, and it really, again, ties, like, progress to, like, a physical space. Where it's like you can't prevent the advancement of time. Like, you can try to, like, stay in a moment, but inevitably stuff will continue.
Yes. Yeah, and like the... I just really enjoyed the framing device of the psychopomp, the ferryman on your toy boat. Like, essentially being your advocate. And what you give to the ferryman, he, like, takes and he presents. And when you hear it, you're like, no, that's not what I meant. But it is what you said.
Yeah.
It's what you told him. Right? And hearing your own words presented as interpreted by somebody else is like shattering. Right?
Yeah. And then being called out on a lie. And having to accept and present reality of something painful. Like when the ferryman said that I was lying because I was ashamed of something, I was like, oh god, did I kill my mom? Like, what? Am I a murderer? Yeah. Is this gonna take a turn in a nasty direction? And it kind of in ways was nasty, but like just the shame of causing pain to your own family because of something that you can't control, like terminal illness.
Yes.
And creating a story because of that is interesting.
Yeah, that we went and we created a story where we became our mother's advocate after her death.
Yeah.
Right, that we were her ferryman in our story.
And there were like so many cases where I guess the emotions of the other characters I misread. It was like, she's mad because of this reason, but it was a different reason.
Right.
Like, I thought she didn't like the story because I said she was an accountant. Like, she had failed at her dreams. But if what I wrote was the first story we had made up with the ferryman about having a full life and being
Yeah.
successful.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Our dad's just so hapless. So hands off, I guess.
Yeah, the kind of a person who doesn't understand why any of this is working and has decided not to touch it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. I'm gonna swap the webcam back after we do subs and stuff.
Okay, yeah, but
we are
it's
rapidly approaching 4:30, so
let's thank subs then. Starting with Original Garwolf, who came back for the 56th month. The sub is brought to you by Spooky's House of Pancakes. We're sorry.
I really like Spooky's House of Jump Scares.
I never got to play it, or I never did play it.
The awesome 1v2, 28 months. 28 months of lovely lure content. Here's to hopefully 28 more.
Orc9 came back for the 32nd month, saying thank you for the always wonderful stream. Well, thank you for supporting us.
Hi Gamer's been high for 14 months.
Hey. Adam J. Ford has come back for the 83rd month. Wow, thank you.
Morden Solus Sings has been here for 40 months. Thank you.
FaCloud has come back for the 10th month. Thank you.
And Dish KP, 25 months. Hello. What do we got coming up? The Let's Nope is playing a game, and that game is called Bathtub of Blood. No.
On Let's Nope,
Bloodwash.
Bloodwash. Sorry, I was trying to think of like a grade 9 essay introduction. You
Last
just, like,
summer,
give me
I
150
went
words.
to my grandparents' place. That kind of thing.
Yeah, or just one of the ones that doesn't say anything. All through history, Ben and Adam, the hosts of Let's Nope, have played horror-themed games on Let's Nope. This Tuesday, they will continue that tradition by playing another horror-themed game. They do this because they enjoy it, period. Their audience is looking forward to this week's game very much.
Yeah. The audience should also be looking forward to tomorrow's CTS, where we're playing Tools Up. Oh, God. James caught me again. He put Tool Up on the schedule, and it's Tools Up, which makes sense. But Tool Up, just we're playing Tool Up. Yep. It's like Camel Cup. Camel Up. On Thursday, there's a bonus stream of Ian and I bashing Star Wars ships together.
Ooh.
In an attempt to achieve space superiority. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Friday is the Crimson Vow PPR. Happening all the time. And because that is the day that the new Animal Crossing update happens, Kathleen is doing an Animal Crossing stream the next day. Check out loadingreadyrun.com/live for the schedule. Thank you all for all your support. Shout out to the YouTube. Your comments give us life.
In fact, they do. Well,
yeah.
Thank you all for being here today, and we will catch you. Well, we won't have a talking sim next week, will we? No, wait, we do.
We do.
We do.
Next week is Umurangi Generation.
Yes.
Umurangi?
Umurangi.
Yeah, Umurangi.
Yeah, which I played on Play It Forward, and I thought was outstanding. And I think it has merited absolute a place on this stream.
All right. Cool.
Well,
I'm gonna play it.
All right. Yeah. No, it's outstanding.
All right.
Right. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you in the future.